Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? We're rocking, I'll tell you. I want to start off my little section of the show this evening with a song that I dedicate to the memory of my mother-in-law.
I'm recording time.
She drowned recently in a wishing well. I didn't believe those things actually worked. No, she's not dead. Actually, a while back she said to her husband, my long-suffering father-in-law, she said to him, honey, if you won the lottery, would you still love me? He said, I would, but I miss you. So, you know, feeling kind of guilty, he said to her, look, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. He said, what can I get you for your birthday this year? She said, okay, wise guy. I'd like something that goes from 0 to 200 in about 7 seconds. So we bought her a bathroom scales. He never even heard the shot. But for the purpose of the next song, I will go back in time to the day they were married, 40 years ago, okay? I'm going back now to 1969 and I will adopt the persona of my father-in-law for this song. I will become him. So I'm going to tell the story through his eyes. I got married very, very quickly after a whirlwind romance. He proposed to her on the first date. He took her out for a 7-course meal. A 6-pack and a potato. But here, try this one. See if you know it. We got married on Sunday. The wedding, it lasted till Monday. When the guests had all gone, we stayed along. Give it to me. Side by side. We got ready for bed then, and I nearly dropped dead when her teeth and her hair she placed on the chair, side by side. Oh well, the shock very nearly killed me when out her glass eye did fall, and first and next, then her leg she placed against the wall. I was so broken hearted, 'cause half of my wife had departed. So I sat on a chair, 'cause there was more of her there, side by side. Even in the dark, I could feel some of the ladies throwing disapproving glances at me when I started with the mother-in-law stories. Let me tell you right here and right now today, as sure as I'm riding this bicycle, I actually get along exceptionally well with my mother-in-law. It's her daughter I've got a problem with. Myself and the wife were in bed one night, lying awake, looking at the ceiling, listening to the next door neighbour's dog barking, barking, barking all night long. Ever happened to you? So I said to herself, I said, you know what? I can't take any more of this. Up out of bed I got, went down the stairs, out to the yard, came back up 5 minutes after I said to herself in the bed, I said, problem solved. She said, what did you do? The dog is still barking. I said, I know. I put the dog in our yard. Let's see how they like it. You probably heard the story that Noel told last night about the poor elf who was locked out in the corridor. I'd love to know who it was. But can you imagine the scene? The poor guy gets up to use the bathroom. He had a late night with the boys, I'm told. It's approaching breakfast time. Up he goes and walks straight out into the corridor, and the door slams shut behind him in his birthday suit. And he turns around and starts hammering on the door loudly with both hands. Oh, come on guys, give me a break, this is not funny, come on guys. And realises he has no cabin mate. And people are walking out of their cabins going to breakfast like they're walking out. And the guy next door offered him a towel, which he gladly accepted. And for some reason he went to return the towel that evening and the guy didn't want it back. I wonder who it was. I've been coming to America now, I've been privileged to be coming to America for the past, I guess, probably 16 years at this stage, and I'm loving it more every year. So thanks for continually having me back, I appreciate that. Here's a song that I wrote back in the shebang days, back in the mid-90s. I dedicate this song to the more than 80 million people on the planet of Irish descent, but especially the 1,200 people who are here tonight in this theatre of Irish descent. It's called Nobody Loves Like the Irish. Italians on the ship, are you listening to this? Have you ever wondered how it all began? We're scattered from New Jersey to Japan. To others, it's a source of great amusement. How we make as many babies as we can. For years, folks have wondered why the Irish multiply, and it's only now they know the reason why. Here we go. Because nobody loves like the Irish, and the rest of the world, they just do the best they can. We've got a reputation for drinking, we know, but when it comes to loving, stand back, watch the Irish go. Now an Irishman may think he's Casanova, but ask herself, she may disagree. You know, it's very hard to tame an Irish rover. If you're looking for some proof, don't look at me. So sip your whiskey, drink your Guinness, help me sing my song, because 80 million Irish can't be wrong. Here we go now. We say nobody loves like the Irish, and the rest of the world, they just do the best they can. We've got a reputation for drinking, we know, but when it comes to loving, stand back and watch the Irish go. Someone said before that God invented whiskey to stop the Irish ruling the world. But what he did not know when he distilled it is that whiskey makes them frisky and much more. With education, dedication, medication for the cause, we're a case in point for Mother Nature's laws. Let me hear you now. We say nobody loves like the Irish. It's catchy, isn't it? And the rest of the world, they just do the best they can. We've got a reputation for drinking, we know, but when it comes to loving, stand back and watch the Irish go. Oh yeah, when it comes to loving, stand back and watch the Irish go. Yeah, nobody loves like the Irish. Oh, yes. Noel happened to mention this, and you know what, he's dead right. And we're very, very privileged and lucky to be on this beautiful cruise ship. And every single one of us is playing a part in belonging to the cruise of Irish Stars. So once again, we all mean this, all of us in a big hand for yourself.